He had the best cars, the best crew, and a championship trophy still warm from the celebration. Then, he made a phone call that nobody at his team was ready for. A 24-year-old kid just won the biggest title of his career a few months ago. So why is he packing his bags and walking right out the door? Jesse Love, the 2025 Xfinity Series champion, is leaving Richard Childress Racing. He's heading over to the Wood brothers. And honestly, the timing of this whole thing is wild. This isn't just a driver switching teams. This move is going to shake up the entire Cup Series. Think about it. Love just won a championship. He was RCR's golden boy. The team spent millions building him up. They gave him the best cars, the best crew chiefs, the best of everything. And now, when he should be celebrating, he's walking away. That's not how NASCAR usually works. Most of the time, you win a title and you stay put. You build something special. You become the face of the team. So why would a 24-year-old star with the whole world in front of him leave one of the most famous teams in the sport? Here's where the story gets really interesting. He's going to the Wood brothers. Now, the Wood brothers are legends. They've been around since 1950. They've won races with David Pearson and Cale Yarborough, some of the greatest drivers in NASCAR history. But here's the thing. They haven't been a top team in years, decades even. They've been a middle-of-the-pack team at best. They win a race here and there, but they haven't fought for championships in a long time. So why would a young driver at the top of his game leave a powerhouse team for one that's been struggling? Let me tell you what I think is really going on. Over at RCR, there's a traffic jam at the Cup level. Austin Dillon is in the number 3 car, and that ride isn't going anywhere. It's his grandfather's team. It's his family's legacy. He's not stepping aside for anyone. Then there's the number 33 car. Different drivers keep coming and going, but there was no clear plan for Love to take that seat either. The team kept trying to figure out what to do with him, and they took way too long. Love isn't a patient guy. He didn't win that championship by sitting around and waiting. He won it by being aggressive and taking chances. So when the Wood brothers, who work closely with Team Penske, offered him a full-time Cup ride for 2027, he said yes. And honestly, I don't blame him one bit. This move matters for a lot of reasons. First, there's the money. And I'm not just talking about his salary. I'm talking about sponsor deals, prize money, all of it. When a driver switches teams, sponsors often follow. Ford Performance has been working hard to build up their list of drivers. Jesse Love is exactly the kind of young, exciting talent they want for the future. Team Penske has been the top team in the Cup Series for a while now, and they've been looking for ways to grow. Bringing Love into the Wood brothers, which is basically a Penske partner team, gives them another young star to work with. Now, RCR put out a nice statement. They said they're proud of Love. They said they appreciate everything he's done. They wished him the best. That's the polite version. Behind closed doors, I bet there are people at RCR who are pretty upset. They spent 3 seasons on this kid. They gave him the best cars money could buy. They watched him win Rookie of the Year and then a championship. And now he's leaving right when he's hitting his peak. That has to hurt. But they can't say any of that out loud. There's still half a season left. Love is still driving for RCR in 2026. They need him to stay focused and keep winning. So they say everything is great, and they're all working together to defend the title. We all know that's not the whole story. Here's my honest take. Love made the right call. In today's NASCAR, staying loyal to a team that has no clear path for you is a mistake. We've seen too many talented drivers get stuck in teams that never gave them a real shot. Love could have hung around at RCR, waited for Austin Dillon to retire, and maybe gotten a Cup seat in 4 or 5 years. But why wait? He's good enough to win right now. He proved that in the Xfinity Series. With the Wood brothers and Penske backing him, he'll have everything he needs to compete at the highest level right away. And here's something I don't hear many people talking about. This move sends a huge message to other young drivers in the Xfinity and Truck Series. You don't have to wait around for a chance. You can go out and make your own. If a team isn't giving you a clear path to the Cup Series, find one that will. This is going to have ripple effects across the whole sport. We might see more young drivers leaving big teams for smaller ones that offer a clearer road forward. But let me be real with you. This move isn't without risk. The Wood brothers haven't won a championship since 1963. Let that number sink in. Over 60 years without a title. They've had some good drivers over the years, but none of them have been able to bring the team back to glory. So, what makes Jesse Love different? Is he really the guy who's going to end that long drought? Or is he going to be just another talented driver who joined a middle-of-the-pack team and faded away? I don't think he's going to fade away. Love has something those other drivers didn't have. He has the full backing of Team Penske. He's going to have access to the same engineers, the same technology, the same resources that have made Penske one of the best teams in modern NASCAR. And he's going to be driving a Ford, which has been getting better and better in recent seasons. Let me tell you something about the man himself. Jesse Love posted a message on social media that honestly gave me chills. He wrote, "I didn't work my whole life just to arrive. The journey continues. That right there is the mindset of a champion. He's not happy just making it to the Cup Series. He wants to win races. He wants to win titles. He wants to be remembered as one of the greats." He also talked about his father and the dream they've shared for as long as he can remember. We get so caught up in contracts and sponsors and business deals that we forget this is really about a young man and his dad chasing a dream together. Now, I'm really curious about how RCR is going to replace him. They have a championship-winning Xfinity program, and they need someone who can keep it going. There are rumors they're already looking at other young drivers. Maybe someone from the Truck Series. Maybe someone tearing it up in ARCA. Whoever they pick has huge shoes to fill. Jesse Love wasn't just good. He was a champion. That's not easy to replace. There's another big angle here. This is a massive win for Ford. They've been trying to build up their driver lineup for years. They already have Joey Logano and Ryan Blaney. Now they're adding one of the most exciting young drivers in the sport. That puts real pressure on Chevrolet and Toyota to respond. Toyota has been on top for a while, but Ford is clearly making moves. And when manufacturers start fighting over young talent like this, it's the drivers who win. For now, RCR says they're fully committed to helping Love defend his title for the rest of the season. They have no choice. They can't afford to lose that championship after already losing him for next year. That would be a disaster. So they'll keep giving him the best cars and the best crews. They'll do everything they can to send him out as a back-to-back champion, and then he's gone. Just like that. Imagine working with someone every day, building wins together, and knowing that in a few months they're going to be racing against you. That's exactly what the crew chiefs, pit crews, and engineers at RCR are dealing with right now. They have to keep working with Love and keep smiling through it. That's just professional sports. It's cold, it's business, and it's never personal.